No, hold on a sec. In order to wink, don't you need, like, when you wink with your eyes, you wink with one eye. That means you need to have two eyes in order to wink, otherwise it's a blink. So, do you... I don't believe that, because I think
No, the wink is just the act of that one ocular circular orifice just doing that wink motion. It's a gesture that one single part of your body does. I don't think it's a prerequisite that you have to have two of something in order for one to wink.
If you can prove that your pee hole can wink and you do it and not make me throw up, I will give you $5.
Do you draw little eyelashes on your dick hole? Like, do you do that?
He uses like some really thick mascara too. Like he really wants those to just
put it in this little slinky red dress.
A little eyeshadow.
No, they're called cocktail dresses.
Cocktail dresses.
Welcome to Word Rango, the game show where dictionary definitions produce knowledge and comedy. 4 words enter, 1 word leaves, and is crowned champion. Our steely-nerved competitors, a writer, another writer, a voice actor, and that other guy. And now it's gloves off, and set your dictionaries to fun. It's time for Word Rango. Here's your host, Merv Suzek.
Wait a minute.
Burge Burjek.
wait a sec. Welcome to Word Rango. My name is Merv Suzek. Episode 9, I believe. I think we hit 8 or 9. Lost count. We're at the point where I've lost count, which means we have to be in the thousands. Because I'm the Ken Jennings of numbers. You guys remember that guy?
Jeopardy he was guy? Like on that. Yeah, the Jeopardy guy. He was on Jeopardy for like 4 years, and then
he's no Merv Suzek.
No, he's no Merv.
He did a 4-year stint on Jeopardy. It was weird, and he's funny on Twitter too, by the way. And I'm joined this week by Bob Ball.
Good evening, Internet. I love each and every one of you.
Dave Hinkle.
Good evening, Internet. I'm only in like with you.
And Ryan Lewis.
Hey, Merv.
I don't know where. I don't know how. But I do know that last week someone won. I don't know what happened. Did we tie again, or
probably?
Yeah, I think we tied again.
I think we tied again, and we were supposed to fix this.
No.
And
wait, Suzek, you won.
Did I win?
It was like the first time you even came close to winning, and you actually won.
Yeah, okay.
Last week, I believe that Rice Lewis came in 4th, Dallas Hinkle came in 3rd, I came in 2nd, and Malfoy Suzek came in 1st.
What about Jordanian Clownfish? Where did he come in?
He was on my plate.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm going to just say that I won. And so because of that, I get first word, whether it's incorrect or correct. My word this week... And I'm shooting in the dark. I actually have a backup word in mind already in case this goes downhill. But I don't do switchies, so I'm just going to ride this one out and see how it works. But my word this week is tousle.
Tousle?
Tousle.
Tousle?
Correct.
Okay.
I have a good feeling that you guys are going to get it. But, but we'll see. I don't know. I mean... I feel like this is a relatively common word, tousle. I mean,
unless it's tussle.
Well, it's tousle, to be clear.
Tousle.
Yeah, because this could be like a little Midwestern Mike Suzek coming out.
No. I even checked the how it was pronounced on both Google and Merriam-Webster, sexy Merriam-Webster. So, tousle. Bob, start us off. What's your guess for the definition of tousle?
Well, thank you, Morris Suzek, for picking me first. I really believe that tousle is when you are in a tussle with your bath towel. So
trying to wrangle, you're like, get over here, yeah.
It's like you're running late. You're like, I got to get to work. I got to get out of the shower. I got to dry off. And you grab the towel, and most mornings it's normally around the back, around the front, under the scrotum. But this morning. Somehow, this towel has just like wrapped around your face like some sort of crazy octopus, and you're going to be late for work.
Is this like
you might as well just call in sick?
Is this like a poltergeist kind of thing, where is it that the towel has taken on a mind of its own, or it's sort of happenstance?
Let's go for A. It is trying to kill you.
It is trying. Okay.
It's like some sort of crazed
Is it trying
cocoonicorn
to
made
kill
of
you,
towel.
or is it trying to make you late for work? Like, is it just a bastard of
inconvenience
towel?
you? Yeah.
It's
An inconvenient towel.
Yeah. Are you staying in your chateau?
I watched that
many
movie.
Chatoyances of the day to start your day. In
Oh,
a
it
chateau?
has to be, right? Every towel inside of chateau is tousle. It's a very annoying towel.
Yeah, it's just part of being on a chateau.
You either tousle with it, or it is inconveniently small. It's like a washcloth.
Okay, so tousle
Those are the
is
two
the
towels,
act of is the act of tussling with a towel. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
That is exactly correct. And thank you, Internet, for this week's win. What up?
All right, Dave, what's your guess for tousle?
You know, it's funny. Bob Ball kind of stole my thunder, but I was going to say it's a shorthand for getting in a tussle with your tow truck driver. So, you know, you're driving down the road, you're trying to pull the move on the girl, you're like, oh, we ran out of gas, you know? And you leave the car running with the light on and the heat and everything, you're just like, yeah, you know, I'm cool, I got a quarter tank of gas. But then you're like necking a little bit, and then you realize, because, you know, you're necking, it's like the 50s, you're a teenager, you're like pulling this move. And you run out of gas because you got the heat on and everything, you're trying to keep the mood going with the CD player. You know, you're very rich because you have a CD player in the 50s. So yeah, it's the tow truck driver comes up. It's like, got to save you from the situation. You're really embarrassed. You're like, hey buddy, you know, I'm trying to get laid here. I'm necking with my bird over here, and but you don't have any cash to pay him. And then he pulls the gun on you, and then it's like, you know, you grab it, and then you start wrestling, tussling around. You roll around on the ground, and then you get shot in the stomach, and you die on the road, and you're in the obituaries.
Okay, well, one thing I want to know, and this is an open question for the three of you, but this is something maybe it's just where I live, maybe it's just that I'm a relatively young guy or something. I've never really understood what the term necking actually means. I always take it to mean like when two lions sort of wrap their heads around each other and they rub their necks together. And I imagine
it's gotta be where it comes from.
I imagine people don't do that, right?
No. So it's like a very specific,
right?
It's a very specific sensual move, right? Basically, it's like that. You got to, you know, basically lock neck to neck, and you kind of try and wrap your chin around the backside of your partner's neck, and then you basically press down really hard with the front of your chin and just do counterclockwise swirls. And you're basically
suffocate each other. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like rough, but it's like also hot, and it's
like you're a snake or something, right?
Yeah,
like
you know, you got to get down to your primal, like, lust-filled self, you know, before.
So it's just a really lustful,
Yeah.
you know, hot, steamy suffocation.
Yeah, it's like some Sodom and Gomorrah stuff, you know? It's like before Moses came down with the tablets.
I mean, it's definitely, it's like a precursor to heavy petting, so it has to do with felines. It has to come from that whole lion thing, you know, like where you're, right? Yeah.
Necking. Okay.
I could have sworn that I saw on one of those like survivalist shows on the Discovery Channel, those two guys out in the wilderness. Those two guys were like necking, trying to start a fire, like rubbing their necks together real fast.
Well, because they
Well, they're
haven't
trying to
shaved
start a
so
fire
long.
in their pants.
That's
you know?
just friction. That's how, because they haven't shaved. So of course.
Do I feel rough to you? Like,
right? Yeah.
Hey,
so
bro, does my beard feel rough? Like,
you put some kindling, you put some sticks or like some really really dry wood between their necks when they do that, right?
While
that's how
listening
you
to
start the fire.
Sticks.
While listening to Sticks. That's exactly. I think you were watching Survivor Dudes, right? That's a
Survivor
great show.
Dudes.
Survivor
Yeah,
Dudes.
that's the show I watch.
Yep. Great show. Okay.
I'll get it on a loop.
So,
House Husbands of Survivor Alley.
So, Dave, tousle to you is specifically with the tow truck driver.
Well, I mean, it's either that or it's like, you know how like you sometimes get a sheet out of the dryer and it's like a little hot and you're like, oh, and you like kind of bob it a little bit and you almost do that like pizza throw the dough up in the air thing, you know? Because like it's like it's a little hot, but it's like nice, you know? It's like right out of the dryer and you kind of want to get it right on your bed and just like roll around in it. Maybe it's that. Maybe tousling is like getting a sheet just right out of the dryer. And
I'm gonna need you to pick one.
hold, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need you to settle here.
Well, that's a little. Let's go with the sheet one because I think that has a better ending. Nobody dies in that story.
Someone always dies in your stories. I don't know.
So somebody's always going to die every episode, guaranteed.
Okay. Ryan, your definition for tousle.
I think all it is just it's an item pertaining to or a mannerism coming from the city of Taos, New Mexico.
It's a severe. It's like somebody who likes green chilies a lot and like Tex-Mex.
Yeah, they're like, hot air balloons. Oh, that's so Tassel. That is.
Yeah,
I thought that was so Raven.
The weekend doesn't start until you get down to the fairgrounds and get in a hot air balloon in Towson, New Mexico.
Right. There's always sort of a roadrunner there, and
Meth. Lots of cooking.
Lots of meth.
That is so.
That's so Tassel.
So Tassel.
Okay. Well, hey, I'm happy. None of you got it, and
What?
that makes me happy because Tassel means to make untidy, especially someone's hair. The best part is everyone thinks that this word is tussle. It's actually tousle. That's
So, like,
I'm teaching you guys things.
So that's like every time you see a little kid and you're like, oh, you little scamp. And you just like rub his hair like that.
Yeah.
You're tousling a
You're
child.
tousling. That's what that you make something untidy. That is what you do when you tousle, and it's especially used in regards to someone's hair.
Okay, interesting.
That is amazing. Yeah, so you actually listened to the sound, and that's how they said it.
That is how they said it. And I was floored too because I was kind of searching for words and I found and when I saw it I'm like, "Oh, tousle, that must be tussle." And then I thought, "Okay, maybe it's regional and maybe only dumbasses here think it's tussle." And then it turns out that I think everybody thinks that it's tussle and it's actually
Dumbasses
tousle.
everywhere.
Yeah. I mean,
Not everybody thinks that's tussle.
well, you
Now let's go ahead and ask Dash Hinkle. How exactly would you say that word?
Well, I mean, tousle. I mean, OU is always owl. Like that's how you say it.
I do
Just
not
like
believe that.
Mario is MAR. Just like married is MAR. You don't get married. You get married. So
Oh my god, I just threw up
You're
all
like
over.
you're like the second person I know from the East Coast that does that, and that's so wrong.
Mario Brothers.
Hey, the Super Mario. Oh.
All right, so
Everybody
that's,
on the East Coast is Andrew Dice Clay, by the way.
I know.
She didn't pick that up.
All right, so that's tousle, and we need to set up a scenario. Or I'm sorry, Dave, a scenario. We make untidy. I need Ryan. You are housekeeping
Yeah.
at Dave's hotel room.
In Taos,
Dave in Taos, New Mexico, and you want to change his hot sheets, and Dave is unwilling to open the door because he's absolutely too tired or something along those lines. Go.
Housekeeping.
Yeah, please help me. I'm fading fast. I need help.
You just
Please.
need hot sheets?
No,
Or do you have hot
sheets.
sheets?
I'm stuck in the sheets. They're too hot. They're too hot. I must warn you, though, I'm naked under here. I had to strip all clothes. It's too hot.
That's completely fine. Let me get you these hot sheets.
First of all, what is that accent? It sounds like you're just making it up.
It's not regional. I don't have that.
Are you a middle-aged white man pretending to be a Mexican or something? I'm gonna
actually
die,
from New
but
Jersey.
this is my last wish to
I
know if
believe
you
that's
were...
Taos. Just so you like, I think that's a Taos accent.
That's so Tassel, yeah.
That's so Taos.
No, it's how we talk. We like hot air balloons and we like to do other things.
Oh, do you like to save people from dying under hot sheets, please?
I can get you new hot sheets if that's what you want. You want the hot sheets?
No, you must remove them. They're too hot. Fading fast, body
You want more hot
dehydrating.
sheets is what you're saying.
Gonna
Because
die,
I've got
you
a
stupid
cart
son of a
full of
bitch.
hot sheets.
I'm gonna die.
Okay.
I'm dead.
I'm dead. That's Dave's. Okay, I think we're good. Dave,
You let
again,
me
someone
die
has
in
to
the hot
die in
sheets.
Dave's scenario.
Why did you let me die under the hot sheets? You had to remove them, man.
Because he only knows one speed, and that's putting hot sheets on. That's
You know what? We should do a PSA because sheet suffocation affects at least 4 families a year.
Especially with really aggressive housekeepers. Like, they come in and they're like, no. I'm getting paid to give you hot sheets. I don't give a shit. that you're-
Dave, if you had to do that PSA, how would it go?
Have you noticed Jerry tucking in the children a little too roughly? Is he placing the sheets underneath the mattress with reckless force? Sheet suffocation is a real problem across America that affects at least 4 families a year. Don't be a victim. Let your sheets breathe.
Do 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 do.
Do-do-do.
All right,
That's
good.
probably how I do it.
I do like that in the scenario for you, you made sure that the sheets were fighting against you, sort of like that was Bob's definition, and there was definitely some struggle there. They were hot sheets.
Yeah.
And we had the Taos, New Mexico accent going on.
I was channeling
See,
it,
I
yeah.
was ready to use Tousle because I was like, if he actually got me out of those sheets, I would say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, my pubic hair is just so tousled from those sheets." Like I would have been able to use that, but
Well,
I never
I
got
mean,
there.
I was about to reward you points, but I feel like
Now you got to take them away.
I'm taking them away because you were holding back and waiting for the moment. You need to attack the moment with the word, Dave.
Well, I shared a spotlight. I'm not a guy who's trying to monopolize every single improvised scene on a podcast.
Dave. No, wait, Bob.
Dave, I mean Bob. Yeah, okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fucking octopus here. Okay, let me get my escalator pitch in. Tousle. None of you knew, even you guys listening, you were like, well, that's tussle. No, it's not, idiot. It's tousle, and now you have a new word. Congratulations, I win.
It's an oldie but a goodie.
It's a very much an oldie. First known use was 15th century, according to Sexy Merriam-Webster. So definitely an oldie. An oldie but a sexy. Moving on, we need someone else's word this week. I'm going to go with Bob. Bob, what is your word this week?
Welcome to the winning word of the week.
Fucker.
It is pronounced coxswain. Coxswain.
Anything with cock. Anything with cock.
It's the spot.
Let me just go ahead and do it now. Mic drop.
Oh.
Coxswain, like Cockswain.
No.
Oh,
Really?
A-N-E?
Would anyone else like to try to spell coxswain?
I got it. C-O-C-K, and then a space, and then it's S-W-A-Y-I-N with an apostrophe at the end.
Cox.
E-I-E-I-O.
That cock be swaying.
It is not coxswain. It is coxswain, and it is spelled C-O-X-S-W-A-I-N. Coxswain.
I don't care, man. You got Bob to say cockswain. Like that's just win right there.
C-O-X-S-W-A-I-N. Yes?
Coxswain.
Coxswain.
Yes.
Wow. What a weird fucking word.
Yeah.
I'll go first. I'm going to say that coxswain is, it is when, okay, so it's the moment in which, it's a really, really brief moment, but it's the moment in which you are taking your trousers off and you're about to like either get in the shower or use the restroom, and it's that moment where you're exposed, but you're like, it's not just that you're exposed, it's that your private parts aren't expecting it. You're catching yourself by surprise in doing it. So it's coxswain. It's like
So in your definition,
back
you're some
in a
sort of weird, never nude person that accidentally takes their pants all the way
no,
off
no.
before you get in the shower.
wait, hold on a sec. Are you saying that you do wear jeans? Are you forever in blue jeans?
Are you a never nude?
Are you a Neil Diamond guy?
I'm not
really
saying
need
that
that.
I'm not,
You
but I'm not
definitely
saying
are
that
Neil
I am.
Diamond, though, aren't you?
Yeah, he's always turning on his heart light. He's coming to America every day.
On the boats and on the planes, we're coming to America.
Okay, so that was the definition from Moses Suzek. So let's go on to, how about Dally Hinkle? Dally, what do you got?
All right, so I think it means it's basically shorthand for when your Cox internet goes out. Like your Cox is waning. You're like, oh, I was getting 14 megabyte downstream, and then now it's just dropped down to 1. Like, what's going on? And then it's like a hiccup. It's only like 3 minutes, and it comes back. And you're like, oh, that's cool. But like, you judge them in the level of coxswains. You probably suffer about 4 or 5 coxswains a day if you're a Cox high-speed internet subscriber. But yeah, I'm gonna go with that. It's a little Wayne in your Cox service.
I like it. Okay, so we got one more. Reno Lewis, what do you got?
Right, I'm Reno Lewis here. I'm going to go ahead and say, so you know how like there's things such as an exit strategy? Well, this is the opposite of that. It's an entrance strategy specifically for your penis. Because it's
Wait, is it an entrance strategy to get into your penis or for your penis to get into things?
For your penis to get into things.
Like to rifle through like dumpsters looking for old dirty scraps of muffins to eat. Like your penis is just like in a dirty old holy coat, just walking down the street in the rain, just searching through trash cans and mailboxes for paper to cover its head to keep it out of the rain.
See, I am picturing this completely different. I'm picturing this like kind of it's like an Ocean's 11 type thing where you're like sitting there plotting with your penis on how to get into something. We need one more.
Okay.
So are there like your penis and like 10 other penises?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
All in a room together.
I'm picturing like just dismembered sort of like only penises that are big, that are acting like they're humans. Like,
yeah. But I picture they're all like as equally identifiable as the characters of Ocean 11. So you've got like the Bernie Mac penis, you've got the
Don Cheadle penis. Yeah, this is great.
you got the Matt Damon over there,
right?
Casey
Hair
Affleck.
looks great.
You got the guy that's sort of crooked to the left, and it's like,
and
the
Scott
that
Conn
guy,
penis
shifty.
Is just like the worst of them all. It's just like really gross and disgusting, and you hate it because the Scott Conn penis is just the worst.
Yeah. No, you're right, and they're sitting there plotting to get their way in, and
oh god,
pouring over blueprints. Like how would one of these like cocks even like unroll a blueprint? Because you always have that dramatic thing in a movie where you put it down and it's like rolled up and they have to like spread it all the way out this giant table, just like mashing their head against each side.
It's going to be a group effort.
Sorry, the imagery there was just very potent.
So
wow.
Somebody went to a weird place, didn't we?
You know that someone out there in internet land has already like animated a feature-length movie of Ocean's 11 with dicks and like vaginas and stuff. Yeah, and like that's probably some art student's project for their master's program or something.
Or it'd be like those Thumb Wars movies. You saw them, right? Like the Steve Odenkirk ones. Yeah, it'd be like that, but just like way more penisy.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not that big of a stretch from that. I mean, if you look at that, if you squint while you watch that movie or those movies,
if you just take off a thumbnail, it's pretty much
you're
that.
pretty much there.
I'm never going to look at my hands the same, honestly.
It's all skin.
It is all skin. Wow. Okay, so what you were going for Coxswain is an entrance strategy, a tactical sort of strategic entrance strategy for your penis.
Right.
Okay.
Spot on.
Wow. Just only dick jokes. Like that's all we're capable of.
You said it's we're pretty one track.
Well, Bob's like lobbing it up there. Of course, we're just gonna swing at it a million times.
Oh, swinging at Coxswain. Okay, great. Actually, all of you are wrong.
That's surprising.
I know. Shocking. Coxswain is actually the person who is in charge of a boat, particularly the navigation and steering.
Oh, okay. So not the captain or the admiral. It's like Coxswain Johnson. What's our longitude latitude?
I don't know. I'm just steering. It sounds very British.
I'm just steering. Well, why aren't your pants on? Oh,
let it sway in the
no
wind.
reason.
just swaying.
The internet went out, and I figured, oh, why not?
So they're in charge. They're in charge of a boat, but they're not the captain. Then they're not like the number one. They're like
no. Apparently, it comes from a literal meaning is like boat servant. It comes from like a cox, which was like a cox boat or a small vessel, and swain, which was like boy or servant.
So they're not in a position of authority. They're a servant that is steering the boat. So like if you've ever seen like the stupid the pirate movies with Johnny Depp,
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the what's the
or perhaps if you want to go more current,
of the Gulf, Pirates of the Gulf,
or even in the future, Mr. Sulu was a coxswain.
Right. Okay.
On the show and apparently in real life.
He's a boat boy? Oh no, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Good one. Good work.
Nailed it.
You're welcome, George Takei. You're welcome.
Yeah, he's gonna post that one to Facebook. Okay, yeah, good. Now I'm curious how you're gonna set us up to succeed here with a dumb fucking word like I'm disappointed in the definition, to be very clear. So please.
But look where it took us.
Yeah.
It took us to new lows.
That's exactly where I wanted us to go.
Yeah, we're right around the base right now, the stump.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
We're at the root.
Yeah, we're at the root.
We're at the taint. Right.
Okay, so I'm going to have Moose Suzek,
Okay.
Desi Hinkle, and Ringo Lewis, all three of you. You are in an Ocean's 11 type film where you are trying to get your coxswain into, let's just say the Denny's across the street, but it's closed. Even though it's open 24 hours, for some reason it's closed.
Okay.
All right.
And action.
Have we tried the other entrance?
He's just a small child, I would think. We could get him through.
Because there's a
one of these
door
windows.
on the other parking
Wait,
lot. On the
you
left
guys
side.
are getting it all wrong. He's supposed to be telling us how to get over there. He's supposed to be plotting the course. Like, what are we even paying this guy for?
Oh, he just handed me a blueprint. Oh, this is the blueprint of this Denny's. It says use the back door.
That's
Okay.
weird. Okay, well,
Right. Let's go check it out.
Of course it
all
does.
right. There's
Clup,
a
clup, 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 clup,
there is
clup, clup,
definitely
clup,
a lock
clup,
on this
clup,
back
clup,
door.
clup, clup.
Shit. Well, I think we're out of options here.
Okay, well, I see
You
a
think we need one more?
I see a small chimney on the roof. Does anybody
Hey,
have any flubber on them?
Guys, I got an idea. Like, why don't we not go into Denny's? Let's just neck around with this coxswain a little bit. You guys want to just neck him a bit? Like,
Do we have to take turns to neck the coxswain? Because
no, we can
I
neck
don't
this
think we can.
coxswain all
I don't
together.
think we can each get our chin around at the same time.
Let's try though.
Is this
Yeah, let's
coxswain
try.
a giraffe? Because then we have plenty of room.
We'll be all over it. Well, it's a young giraffe.
Well, we don't
Oh,
we don't technically have to neck his neck. We can neck other parts of him. I mean, I can take a shoulder. You can grab a hip. You know.
Well, you guys do that. I'm going to hop into the sewer, see if I can't tunnel under one of these toilets.
And end scene.
Oh, those coxswains! They just sorry
Neck 'em.
guys. They get my hormones of flowing.
Bob, what is your escalator pitch for coxswain?
Well, as we go from level 2 to level 3, so we get to the AMC theater, I want you to know that coxswain is really a fun word to say, and can be said in polite public. Yeah, I mean, it'll probably still get you slapped, but just think about it. Just let it roll around your mouth with it. Coxswain.
Let the coxswain roll.
Coxswain.
Wait, are you telling me to roll cocks around in my mouth?
I think you just did. I think you just did.
If you're in a maritime environment, I feel like you could just let that one fly anytime you want to. Ah, coxswain, get over here. You know?
Okay.
Okay, and there you have it.
All right.
Coxswain.
All right. You really sold us.
Coxswain.
Okay. Let us go to Ryan. What is your word this week?
Well, my word this week is duende.
What?
Duende.
D-U-E-N-D-E?
Yeah, you got it.
All right,
Okay.
that's how I wrote it.
Nailed
Duende.
it.
That sounds very. Now, I for dinner this evening, I went to a Mexican restaurant. A mariachi band actually serenaded us. It was really, really nice. And he, the guitarist, who did pretty damn well. I'm not making this up, by the way. It was really cool. He leaned over to me after their song was done, and he said that my girlfriend is like.
Oh.
He said he's like,
He just leaned down into your ear and so gently said,
Coxswain.
Coxswain.
It's like Zorro Jr. No, he leaned over to me and he said that my girlfriend is a very pretty flower and I'm very lucky. And I'm like, oh, thank
right.
you. Like, hey,
You give him
thank
that
you.
fist bump, give him that little... That
I know.
wink,
I gave
you
him
know?
a little I just kind of I flashed him a little shoulder.
Just
I was like,
blasted a nip, like pulled up your shirt, just
like,
blasted
hey,
a nip real quick.
Here's a
Just joking
flower
with
for
him.
you.
And then you turned to him in your sternest voice and said, "That's my mom."
That's my mother. But no. Anyways, I went to a Mexican restaurant and somehow
Was that your first time at one?
It was my very first time getting a chimichanga.
How about
You're
these
correct.
tacos?
tacos. Can I have 2 tacos? Is that enough? I don't know. How big is a taco?
But I'm just
Man, these fajitas are great.
Love a nice fajita.
Can I get some more of this guacamole? This is really good.
Do you whack the moles in house, or do you
have to whack the moles in house? This tastes really good. It is.
This is like super fresh.
Super fresh guac. So anyways, the point is I feel like in that situation when I wasn't prepared for him to say that, hey, your girlfriend is a very pretty flower, I could have dropped duende, and I'm sure it would have gotten me somewhere with him. Maybe I would have gotten a free dessert or something, like a piece of like chocolate lava cake or something like that, you know.
Or maybe duende means you like just crapped yourself in Spanish, you know.
Hey, duende. He's like, oh,
duende.
We'll get you a towel and a bucket.
Would you like some fresh pants?
Muy duende.
Or some slam.
But by the way, mariachi band, very nice. I mean, if you can go to a Mexican restaurant with a mariachi band, definitely do it. It just makes the atmosphere and the food that's going to destroy your stomach later that much better. So anyways, duende, I'm going to say I'll go first with the guesses on the definitions here. I'm going to say that duende is the act of being at a Mexican restaurant and shitting yourself. And you have to ask for another pair of pants. And all they have is a poncho. So you have to sort of wrap the poncho around your waist. And that is duende.
Nailed it.
Dave, what's your guess?
Duende. Well, I mean, the do makes me think like duel. So I think it's like a, you know how you have some of those Canadian or English words that end like centre, like this instead of center, it's like CENTRE. I think duende is like, it's like side by side watching the theatrical ending to something and then the extended edition ending, like side by side and comparing the changes. So you're trying to watch like the do ends, like the like the dual end, like the two at the same time do end, duende.
Specific. I like it.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
All right.
Nice. Now, does the director's cut fit into that at all?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you have that crazy, like, awesome version of Blade Runner that has, like, 5 different copies, then there you're doing a quintende, and that's 5. Right?
Now, do they have to end at the exact same time?
Well, no, I mean, it's just the act of watching the final ending, not like the final act, but like any kind of resolution. So, like, when the hobbits get back to the Shire, that kind of thing.
Are you talking back to back, or are you talking 2 screens?
No, I'm talking about 2-screen experience, like YouTubeDoubler.com action.
Right.
Like
now,
you're watching one and one.
The reason I'm asking is because there are some endings that are different in the sense that there's something added onto it. Like if you think of the original Clerks, the director's cut ending actually has Dante getting shot.
Yeah,
and
well, I mean, Kevin Smith is a hack, so I don't watch Kevin Smith movies. But
really,
if you were, he's the worst person alive.
He's the best.
So if you were going to like say compare, like any two like movies side by side might be different. Like, I just had one in my head. Where the fuck did it go? Oh, so do you guys remember when Anchorman first came out on DVD and it had that extra DVD that was like Wake Up Ron Burgundy? That was like a different cut of the movie, and they had a bunch of like footage that they couldn't use in a regular movie, and they like moved around the plot, and it didn't it wasn't cohesive, but it was like an extra 48-minute thing or something. You guys familiar with this at all?
I'm not. I can't say.
Okay. Well, so even if those two endings
Kevin
are
Smith
like
didn't
vastly
direct
different,
it, so fuck that.
You're just so pro Kevin Smith.
There was no blunt
Kevin
man,
Smith.
and
So like it's just 2 endings. I mean, it could be the same, like the theatrical cut and the extended edition, or it can just be 2 movie endings side by side. Like maybe you're like having a discussion in a bar and somebody's like, "Oh, I like Die Hard 2 more than Die Hard 1," and you like punch them in the face because they're a fucking idiot. But like you decided you're gonna go back to the apartment and like open up a couple of buds, oil each other down a little bit, and then turn on both endings and watch them side by side and be like, "No, Die Hard 1 had the better ending. It's the better movie."
I like that version. Yeah, like when you're watching like all the Rockies at once. You just love boxing matches that end like really with someone raising their gloves.
Now, what happens if you have one movie that has a bunch of endings in it? I'm thinking
like it's a 50, like it's 100.
I'm thinking
an hour
of
and a half
Clue.
movie of all endings.
I'm absolutely thinking of Clue.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
8 endings.
Yeah, there's like it's all endings basically.
Ochende.
So now do you have to watch all of them at once, or can you pick 2, or what?
Well, I mean, like I said, Duende is like 2. It's duel. It's like, you know,
Okay.
uno, duo, treso, you know, like it's like that.
Do you have a
Somebody
preference?
ate at a Mexican restaurant.
Do you have a preference, Dave, as far as like if you had to watch the 4 endings in Clue? Would you prefer to watch all of them at once, or would you prefer to pick 2?
Oh man, it's been a long time since I know I'm getting set up to say if I had to pick which 2 I'd pick, but it's been a long time since I've seen Clue, so I can't honestly say.
How
So
does
let's
it
go
go?
all at once.
Man, I can't even remember who all kills who in the movie in the different endings. I know the maid
There's a
was one
candlestick
of them.
somewhere. I know that.
The maid was
Somebody,
one of them. Miss
somebody
Peacock
put a
was one, I
candlestick
think.
somewhere.
Someone, yeah.
No, that is a duende.
It's a
Yeah.
duende.
I like the idea of Dave like basically taking his computer and it's already slow because he just makes everything a shortcut on his desktop. and he's trying to watch these 8 different endings of Clue.
He's got shortcuts to
endings.
endings. He's got shortcuts to endings that take him to YouTube and get him to the time mark that he needs to be at.
Yeah, exactly.
Crashes the fuck out of his
Yeah.
computer.
How the hell do you guys live in life?
Not like that. I'm too busy shitting at Mexican restaurants. I mean, like at the table. So.
Yeah.
Come for the food and stay for the poncho. Not everyone does this. What?
No. Man. Okay. Bob. Duende.
Duende. You know what? I'm going to drop on you some knowledge because I actually hang out with people that are Filipino. No, go figure. I sound so Filipino.
Yeah.
It's like a duende is like a little. It's like the Travelocity gnome for Filipinos.
Yep, and I just honed in on that, and I was like, I wonder if they have a name for that.
But it's like the Travelocity gnome for Filipinos. If you go to duende.com, it's all Travelocity, but it's all in Filipino with this weird guy who's in like this crooked hat with long toes.
Longest toes. He can only wear clown shoes. He has to buy shoes at the clown shoe store.
Yes.
That's great. Well, and the gnome is Filipino too, right? I mean, because like Jesus is Filipino in the Philippines, which I think is interesting. If you've
No,
ever
he's a
been
white
there.
guy.
No, in the Philippines, he's Filipino.
I've seen pictures.
No, he's a black guy.
Not in the Philippines.
All right. Well, while we just dive headfirst into a
We're not going to
something.
offend anybody with that.
It's a theodorological discussion.
because it has Dora the Explorer in it. You're
Right,
correct.
right.
Theodorological.
Yeah, and Teddy Kennedy plays a large part, as we know, in the Old Testament.
As Boots. Right. You're right.
As Boots the cat.
The cat. Oh, get out
Ted
of here.
Kennedy is Boots the cat in Theodorology.
Backpack.
The story of Dora the
Oh,
Explorer.
man. Me and Caesar are on the same page here, but who's the cat? Jesus, man. Come on, watch some Nickelodeon sometime.
Do you see where my poncho is? Yeah, there it is.
Oh man, that's so creepy that you don't have kids and you like remember scenes from
course
Dora the Explorer.
I know because I have younger siblings as well. That's part of
okay.
it.
All
Like
right.
there's a little bit of a
That's
generation.
what I'd
gap.
say too.
That is exactly what I.
No,
and,
just do
And I used to work at a
research,
daycare
just
center. I mean, I've got my bases covered here for all the excuses I could possibly have. So.
Well,
good.
with all the wiener jokes tonight, it looks like you still work at a daycare center.
Christ. Okay, Ryan, I want to know what the actual definition is for duende.
You bet you do. All right. Well, duende is the power to attract through personal magnetism and charm.
Oh God, this
Oh.
is me.
Okay.
Yeah,
You made
exactly.
this-
When I was like, Suzik, what
Yep.
can I? Yeah,
Come on.
and I knew you'd be eating at a Mexican restaurant tonight, so this is thematic and topical. So
I'm actually
Yeah.
I'm made out of magnets. That's why I'm saying.
well, how do they work?
Oh,
The world wants to know.
In saying clown posse jokes.
So like duende, you would say like, oh man, like I can't go down the street without 4 people high-fiving me. My duende is just so strong. Like,
yeah, is it like karma sort of thing?
Yeah, like would you go around like? Actually, I picture some kind of like Jedi Order that's like a bunch of Abercrombie dudes with like polo shirts on that flip their collars up, and they just go around like accruing bros who haven't like become bros yet, and they're like, oh, the duende's strong in this one, and they just like kind of pull them in and like teach them the ways of the bro, and like before you know it, he's out there doing body shots and just living a dream.
I like that, but I also like the fact that like maybe Mr. T's getting involved, and mainly because of the magnetism, and he's just getting pulled towards them because of all the chains.
Yeah, I like that too. That's good.
Yeah. So duende is the natural magnetism found in bros that are like
that bring about other bros,
sort of Jedi-like in the way they walk around and catcall and stuff like that.
Just
right?
catcall other bros like,
just
like ow, just like,
hey,
bro, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that to me?
But remember, they can't stay in one place, so they have to book their travel through duende.com.
Yeah, bros are migratory, though. That is very true, because they're always going from, one Ed Hardy store to the next to, like, the cool bars and,
Right.
Yeah. Well, Bob, it's fortunate, too, because they all like to vacation in Manila. So it works out great for them.
Well, I know that they definitely they book extended stays at the Banana Republic, so...
.com.
Okay, Ryan, set us up for a scenario.
Okay. Suzik, you're just coming back from a jewelry store, and you've bought just tons of necklaces, and you've put them on. Dave, you have a large amount of duende, and Bob, you are his like he's kind of the alpha dog, and you're kind of like, yeah, boss, kind of a guy. Go.
All right. Oh, whoa! Why are my chains jiggling in my pocket? What's that?
Don't worry about it, bro. You're feeling a duende.
Okay, well, sir, why are my rings sticking to your chest? I really want to know.
Yeah, tell him, boss. Tell him. Tell him.
Shh, pipe down, Jorge. Pipe down. Listen.
Would you like me to book you some travel, sir?
There's this binding, like, I don't know, like, thing that goes all around, like, all of us, and it's like, it goes, like, up over us and, like under us and, like, through us and stuff.
Okay.
And it's like...
It's called the Force, boss.
It's called the Bro. And, like...
The Bro. That's the best you've got.
Like, the reason why you're standing so close to me is I got this thing called Duende, and it's like, you got it too, man. I could just, like... feel it, bro. And
I definitely am not using any Axe body
I want to
unlock to help me.
I want to unlock that duende inside of you, man.
I would prefer you do not unlock my duende. Can you please give me my silver chains
look,
back?
Just give me the permission to get in your duende, and I'll
know.
loose it open, and we'll get
like,
it. We'll get it flowing, man. Your duende's blocked up, bro.
It seems like you have
come,
some sort of coxswain
tonight.
entrance strategy, and I'm preferring you don't exercise that.
All right, Jorge, prepare to ether. We got to do this duende the hard way.
Just give me my chains back. I'll leave you alone. You can head over.
I feel like Suzik's gonna get raped.
No, I think I would look. I did not mean to walk past this Hollister. You can continue, with your shirt off as the model, with your nice Ripley chest.
Just touch my duende.
I will gladly book you some travel through duende.com.
Why is my head right next to your abs? I feel like I can't help it.
Just touch my duende, dude. You don't know if you like my duende unless you've tried it.
Like, God, I'm questioning everything. Can I just have my jewelry back, please?
You guys are committed. I love it. Duende.
All right.
Well, let's hear that pitch, dude. Get on that escalator.
Pitch.
Ride it.
Now, Bob, when you mix this, anytime I say duende, you need to have like a like a nice little like some
sort
mariachi
of,
or not mariachi, but
kind of like
flamenco guitar.
Or do you have like a soundbite that's like it's like the sound of an ocean breeze? It's like duende.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want ocean breeze behind you at all times, or just when you say duende?
Just when I say duende.
It'd be funny if he cut it in every time he talked. It would just be seagulls and just like just the sound of seagulls and fat kids at the beach.
It sounds like a fucking Corona commercial at the beach. That's what it sounds like.
Duende.
Duende.
Yeah, no. Well, you look at those commercials with the guy, the most interesting man in the world, and I think that guy kind of he is what you would see in the dictionary. Actually, he is what I see right now in the dictionary when I'm looking up duende, but it's more of just a pop-up ad for Dos Equis. But it's just coincidental. But there's certain people, not you, Suzik, don't worry. That when you just meet them, they have this certain just kind of charm and magnetism, and I'm glad that there's a word to describe it.
Not me.
Yeah, not you either, Bob. But
I am nothing but duende. I have to wash it off in the morning. I ooze duende in my sleep.
Duende,
I don't think you listened very closely when you gave the definition then, because you're thinking of that sort of gelatinous perspiration that comes out. Like,
well, if I don't wash off the duende in the mornings, then people will just stick to me when I walk down the street.
Yeah, you're definitely thinking of something else then.
Bob's got to shed his skin every day.
It's like ectoplasm or something.
It's duende, I'm pretty sure, because every time that I say the word duende, there's this Spanish guitar behind me, so I know exactly what duende is.
Okay, Ryan. I feel like we're almost off this escalator. Take us to the top.
we're off the escalator, and I think, Bob, you're gonna need to get checked because I think you have a different problem there, and I don't think it's duende that you have coming off you. It's all those years that you worked at the 3M plant, and you're gonna want to go see a doctor about that.
Wait, 3M is in the Scotch tape company, like.
He just has people sticking to him all the time, and I'm just a little worried that he's like a double-sided Bob.
He's a double-sided Bob. And the best part is Bob is a palindrome. That's so perfect. End the show now. It's not getting better. All right, Dave.
Duende.
Dave, duende. We need your word this week.
All right. Well, I'm glad I went last because I clearly have the best word this week.
You say that now. That means no one's voting for you.
So my word is dewlap.
Wait a minute. Is that Jeff Gordon's sponsor?
No, it's actually a child's charity organization, Dewlap. They do laps. Every lap that Jeff Gordon does, a can of Mountain Dew gets sent to a sick kid.
Here you go, kid. Have some high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, let's speed that cancer up, kid. Chug that Mountain Dew. We need another sick kid to get in that bin.
Quaff, 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 quaff. Is it DULAP?
No.
No, it's DEWLAP.
Oh yeah, Bob's got it. Dewlap.
Wait, what? Spell it D-U-W or
No,
D-E-W?
D-E-W-L-A-P.
Oh.
Dewlap.
I actually pronounce it Dewlap.
No, it is Dewlap.
Bob, what's your guess for this for Dewlap?
You sure you want me to go first?
Apparently.
Oh, you know what it is, Bob?
I do.
Oh, you
Lap.
son of a bitch.
Well then, fine. Ryan, you go first.
I think it's just the sound that a cat makes when it's licking some sweet cream.
I like it. That's such a fucking pleasant thing.
It's so cute.
Cats.
I know.
It's adorable every time.
No, I don't know. It sounds more like Ridley trying to wriggle out of an alien like cocoon, you know? Trying to like get through the slime. She's already been impregnated by the alien.
Ridley, is that what you named your unicorn?
No, Ridley from Aliens, man.
What the fuck is Aliens?
Oh.
That is not.
Wait, no, that's Spaceballs.
Well, okay, so it had the guy from Mad About You in it, Paul Reiser. You remember that Paul Reiser vehicle, Alien? You remember that?
He is just covered in duende.
He's just head to toe duende.
That's totally how he landed Mad About You. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, you remember Alien?
Have you seen a movie called Alien? Wayland Yutani? Come on.
Wait, is Paul Reiser really an alien?
Yeah, he's like the dickhead boss guy who's like towing the company line.
No. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Or no, Alien. Sorry, not the first one.
Okay,
one.
Yeah, he's not an alien.
Yeah, Alien is.
No, but I still love the fact that Paul Reiser's brought up at all. Like,
yeah.
Like, can we get Paul Reiser and Billy Crystal and like?
Jeff Foxworthy. and then we'll get a black comedian like Kevin Hart so we can secure the black vote. And it'll just be a multi-ethnic, wonderful comedic romp, really.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're making a horror alien Ocean's 11 movie.
No, actually,
in space.
It's more like a Wild
It's just
Hogs in
cut rate.
space with aliens, and they're not taking a cross-country trip and bonding as friends and having a midlife crisis. They're trying to get away from aliens.
They're trying to get away from their alien wives.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That's what it is.
They're sick and tired of sucking on them jag-ons, man. They just got to get out of there.
Right.
So in this film, who's the coxswain?
It has to be Kevin Hart. He's
Are you
the
sure?
young.
That sounded like a
youngest.
Billy Crystal role to me.
No, you don't want an old
please
guy
no.
who's been there for years. You want a young up-and-comer. This kid has Sky Marshal written all
but
over
that's
him. He
part of
wants
the
to-
comedy part. Like that's how they would write it in. You know what I mean?
But the old guys are gonna like haze this young kid because it's like, what is he doing there? We've been here for years. Like maybe their coxswain
Yeah.
just died. Like their
I
old
see what you
coxswain
mean,
was like
yeah.
52. He just
Yeah,
passed
look,
away.
you don't want an old, crusty coxswain.
No, yeah, you want a fresh, clean coxswain.
Right.
So.
You do. So they're escaping. They're getting away from their alien wives and going on a trip together. Right? Am I kind of on the right path?
This is like Old Dogs meets Aliens.
Exactly. Exactly. So we
yeah,
have Paul
Dave
Reiser, Kevin Hart, Billy
Yeah.
Crystal, and who's the
It's like
last?
Kelsey Grammer's got to be in there.
Kelsey Grammer's probably in there, and we also have Jeff Foxworthy.
Yes.
And so now they're heading to like another planet, I guess, to get away. And so now here is where cameo opportunities come in, and I wanted to get to this. We're starting to name ones off, but it's obvious, like, no doubt Kevin James is one.
Oh yeah. We got him locked up right away.
We locked him up before we had the starting cast.
Yeah,
He said, "Do you
yeah.
need me for the starting?" We're like, "No, that's
Right.
fine. We only need you in a few scenes." 'Cause
Yeah,
we want people to
Richard
watch the movie."
Grieco's going to play a bellhop, so we'll get him in there.
Right.
Star-studded. I love it.
Well, and it's obvious we can get Rob Schneider. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh, amazing. All right.
I think there's no doubt we can get a cameo from the band No Doubt.
See, I know. I was gonna say you guys keep saying no doubt, and I'm like, get Gwen Stefani in there.
right. And then what were the names of the other people from No Doubt? I mean,
Guy with the mohawk.
guy with
Guy with the
mohawk.
Yeah, the guy who secretly
his-
loves Gwen and waits for her to get divorced.
Humphrey.
His
There's
name is
probably a
Mannix.
drummer named Humphrey. I'm sure.
Mannix?
Momix?
Yeah.
Mannix?
Mannix.
And Mannix sounds
Uh,
like male tampons.
Are you thinking of
There was,
Maddox? Are you thinking of Maddox, which is
uh,
Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt's son?
No, the
was in
other
No
members
Doubt.
besides Gwen Stefani in No Doubt, there's Mannix, there's
No, that's Maddox.
Dumpster.
Because what happens is,
Oh.
in 20 years, Maddox, the son of Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, goes back in time to become the drummer of No Doubt. That's what I'm
Oh,
getting at.
shit, dude.
I
Wow.
love it.
That's real life. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't speak the movie.
Yeah.
No, really, don't speak about the movie.
All right,
Okay.
who else has definitions here?
what the fuck? Dewlap.
Dewlap.
Dewlap. I do.
Lap.
Dewlap. Dewlap is I'm sticking with the NASCAR theme because I really do believe that is part of it. But it is it's the point in which as Jeff Gordon has to take a pit stop. But when he takes the pit stop, it's a special pit stop where they have to just throw buckets of water on him, like,
Oh, man.
because Jeff Gordon is so good. Last I
Yeah.
checked, he's still the best race car driver in the
Yeah,
world.
he's always running hot, you know?
Yeah.
He's constantly needs to be cooled down.
And he wants a challenge. So what they're doing is
Instead of buckets of water,
Yeah.
it is the saliva of people who've been drinking nothing but Mountain Dew.
Dude. Come on, dude. You got to complete the circle. Oh, man, I got to go take a dew lap.
I liked mine more only because I don't want to picture Jeff Gordon getting doused in saliva.
No, man. I love the
No,
idea of
it's-
just like doing laps for cancer kids so you can give them some Mountain Dew. Speed along their deaths.
Well, that's always part of it, right? I think every dew lap that Jeff Gordon makes, he donates somewhere in the range of 64 to 6,500 cases of Mountain Dew to the American
Okay.
Cancer Society. So, you know, that's always part
Love
of
it.
it. All right, Bob, give us what you're claiming is the correct definition.
So, you know those big, huge dogs that have those big jowls? They look like Wilford Brimley. You got that saggy jowl where you can still see teeth, and they're always drooling. Mm-hmm. Well, that piece of skin that's kind of flapping there, that's a dewlap.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob's got it. It's a fold of loose skin hanging from the neck of certain animals, but also people. So it's like if you have ever been looking at some old lady with a turkey neck just kind of hanging and just flapping in the wind while she's waiting at the checkout line to buy her Reese cups, her fun-sized Reese cups for her desk at some phone company that she's a secretary at. And you want to know what that thing is that's flapping above her pink Avon
that
shirt.
You want so badly to neck
yeah,
with,
that's
right?
You just want to neck so bad. That's basically what it is. It's your chin. You basically it's like a stapler. You're trying to fold that skin around the back of her neck and then just staple it in place, just so it'll stop hanging in the wind. That's what that is. It is a dewlap.
I think you want to nuzzle your way into it, right?
Yeah, I was going to say definition number 2 is definitely the most neckable piece of skin.
Neckable piece of skin. So
yeah. But here's the thing I like though. There's also a secondary definition which I think is a little more eloquent and absolutely more hilarious. Okay. It is a pendulous part similar to this, such as the wattle of a bird. The wattle, W-A-T-T-L-E, of a bird.
Yes.
Yeah. So dewlap, wattle, whatever you want to call it.
Like a rooster has something like that, right?
Yeah, like the little giblet thing hanging down there. Like turkeys have them too.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever necked a turkey?
No, I've eaten
I'm sorry. Wait,
neck,
hold on a sec. Is that a turkey?
Is Timmy trapped in a well?
Secret turkey.
We need to go. We need to go save the turkey.
I know.
All right. So dewlap, and it's enriched your lives, and now you know what to call that nasty fold of skin hanging from your
delicious
your aunt's
sexy,
neck, your perpetually single aunt's neck.
Yeah. I just like that there's a guy out there that's got a shirt that says, I do dewlap.
I do dewlap.
And he's like, ladies, and he just specializes in necking.
Right. And on the back, there's a 24, and it says Jeff Gordon. I mean...
Or, do you think if you're a person who has a dewlap, you walk around in a shirt that says dewlap rides 5 cents? Because it is kind of like your...
Underneath it says, in parentheses, seats 2.
Seats 2. 2 at a time.
Double occupancy.
Okay. Dave, you need to give us a scenario.
Okay, I got a good one. This one's for Bob only. And Bob, you are basically you're in a tent and it's the cold of night, and you're writing a letter home during the Revolutionary War to your wife Melinda, and she has just the most exquisite dewlap, and it's really it's the thing that attracted you to her. And so basically, as any wartime soldier would, you're writing this note, this letter to your beloved Melinda, and you're of course reading it aloud as you are writing it. It's just in case you tried to sit there for 2 minutes and not say a word and be a funny guy.
Oh no, I'm on this.
Okay, good.
In fact, I really feel like I need some sort of homey music behind this, so I'll make that happen.
Promising so much music that ain't gonna be there.
Dearest Melinda, it has been 7 long hours in our backyard fighting off Union soldiers.
It's a recreation.
I'm terrible with history.
Dewlaps are big in the South, you guys. They're big in the South. Oh my God.
I'm not sure how much longer I can go on without the warmth and moisture of your dewlap. It's almost as if I can still see the back door. Oh wait, I can see the back door. It's so cold and I'm so hungry. I hope to see you again someday. All my love, Ramjet Deacon Moogmeister.
Wait, did you say Ramjet? Ramjin? Like what? Oh my god.
Union soldiers during the Revolutionary War.
For the reenactment of the Revolutionary War.
Oh my god. That was fucking amazing. Oh, Bob.
I'm just hurting.
Oh, Melinda had the finest dewlap in all the land. You
Internet, you're welcome.
You just earn your paycheck there, Bob.
I hope you guys understand that I'm writing Bob down as the winner for Wordsmith this week.
Oh.
I'm writing it down now.
Spoilers, dude. Spoilers.
Wow. I'm just writing Bob and circling it at this point. Okay. Holy fuck. Okay. Whew. Soliloquy. Pendulance. Cassava melon. Okay. Whew, I'm good. Here we go. We need to get the escalator pitch first of Dewlap. Dave, if you could provide that for us quick.
Sure. So dewlap is an amazing word. It's 2 syllables, really quick, really easy to get out, and has just such a delivery. It lands with a thud, kind of like a wet quilt just slapping on the concrete. It's a really, really potent word. It's one that will definitely enrich your life, and it's a 2-for-1 special. You got dewlap and you got waddle out of it. So that's really great, and I feel like it's a word that affects all of us because we all have that old grandmom who just snacks on candy all day and has that really gross turkey neck just hanging. Or, you see those old creepy dudes who have the suit on and are still working at 65, but they have that turkey neck that's hanging out over the end of the knot on the tie. It's just gross. And you've been searching your whole life for something to describe that. You've been saying it's just loose crypt keeper skin for years now. And it's yeah, sure, that's funny and people get a laugh, but it takes a while to get out. In this workaday world, you've got to get down to McDonald's and order from the menu and be a millionaire, $1 million millionaire. So dewlap is just a great word, and it facilitated Bob's wonderful passion letter to his beloved Melinda
from his backyard.
From his backyard after 7 long hours of war with the North. So I mean that deserves to win.
Shit. All right. Well, we're reaching the end of the show. We need to figure out who won this week, whose word was the best. And this is always the toughest part. Mm-hmm. I think it's especially tough this week. I really believe that we have 4 fucking great words. I mean, geez, Tousle, Coxswain, Duende, and Dewlap. Guys, we definitely brought it this week. I was worried that we would hit around episode 900 and we would run out of words. We'd literally use every word. And we haven't yet. I'm really proud of that. But wow, someone has to start voting. Because I already said that I really believe that Bob is the wordsmith this week, I want Bob to start the voting out. Bob, you have to pick between Tousle, Duende, and Dewlap.
Okay, so I'm going to cast my vote as kind of a block for another word.
Fuck.
Oh, God.
Because I do want to win.
Okay.
So I should vote for Dewlap. I should. In my heart, I know I should.
Okay.
But I'm not going to. I'm going to vote for Coxswain.
That's your word.
Yeah, you can't vote for your own word, Bob.
You cannot vote for your...
Do that. I see what you did there. It's trying to trick us.
He's definitely trying. You can...
Could have sworn I talked long enough to fool all of you.
Nope.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to go for Duende, which, as we all know, is the Filipino Travelocity.
Somebody busted out the guitar. I love
Someone got it. That's good. Okay, all right. Duende gets 1. Ryan, since that's your word, I want you to cast the next vote. You have to pick between Tousle, Coxswain, and Dewlap.
Oh, God, this is difficult. Shit, I'm torn. I don't want to give either of you assholes the satisfaction, but you had me at Cox. Coxswain.
All right, that's 1 for Coxswain. I think, Dave, you should go next. pick between Tousle, Coxswain, and Duende.
It's really tough. I mean, I could be a total dick here and just drop it right on Tousle.
Do whatever feels right for you. Don't worry.
Well,
about that.
I mean, what feels right to me is Dewlap winning, but it didn't get any votes because you guys are apparently Philistines. So
It's pronounced Philistines.
no, it's Philistines. You have to accentuate the second vowel when you're really mad. So I'm just gonna have to go with Duende.
All right, and it comes down to me, and you know what? I was going to pick Duende anyways. I actually do think that it is the best word this week. I enjoyed Dewlap, by all means, Dave, but I disagree with you in you saying that it won this week. I do believe that Duende was the best word. I definitely felt it tonight when I had to wrap a poncho around my waist. So I feel like I related to it the best. Although, man, necking one of those dewlaps sounds real good right now.
Yeah, sounds tight.
So, listeners, if you want to neck our dewlap, you're going to need to get in contact with us for that.
Get in cons with us. Get into cons. We're going to play long cons, short cons.
Get your Revolutionary War outfit on. And tent.
You're going to need to plot Coxswainly with us. Bob, how do they do that?
Oh, my friends, you can join us on the emails, if you have one of those, at wordrango@gmail.com. You can also catch us on Twitter. It's twitter.com/wordrango. You'll see a theme here going in just a moment. You can also get us on Facebook, facebook.com/wordrango. And if you have iTunes, and I know you do because Apple runs the world now, you can look up Word Rango on iTunes. Leave us a 5-star review. God, we'd love you so much. And if you type out some tippity-typity words there, too, along with that 5-star review, we'll even read it on the air. Yar. Now, what I need you to do is Movember. We're gathering the caches. The caches. Mm-hmm. Your caches. They're not going to us.
We're gathering
Kesha.
We're gathering Kesha.
We need 1,000 Keshas. So Movember, to get away from
It's a chorus of wake up in the morning.
Do you guys ever think Kesha ate Kasha before?
Definitely.
Kashi?
Dude, like if she ate Kasha, would the world just blow up?
Kashi, but yes.
Kashi.
Kashi.
Tell me about Movember, Dave. Or Bob. Shit, why is your name... You guys need to figure this shit out.
Someone has to pick a name and stick with it.
Okay, thanks, Rocco Lewis. What I'll tell you about Movember is that it's basically gathering the Keshas for men's health awareness. The wiener cancer, the prostate cancer, all the cancers that dudes get.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not nearly as exciting
if
as,
it was
say,
a Dr.
Breast
Pepper
Cancer
ad,
Awareness Month.
It'd be cancer for men. Like,
yes.
This cancer's not for women. We're Dr. Pepper. Like, that would
this
be
cancer's only 10 calories. That's a real manly calorie count.
Right.
So what we're looking for is $1,000 by November 15th.
We're getting there.
If we can raise $1,000 by November 15th, I will extract every piece of hair from my neck up.
Well, that's...
Are you talking eyebrows here, buddy?
You got to shave the balls, too, if we're really going to do this.
Yeah, you got to go full.
From all my anatomy classes, I have seen that my testicles are below my neck. Every time. Well, in every diagram.
I think we refer to that as the lower dewlap. So, I think
dewlap south.
Dewlap south. I mean, that you can get a little 24 in there. The Jeff Gordon is what we call it. Right? To get the racing stripes on the side. You don't have to shave it all. I'm just saying design it.
I'll shave a mustache in the back of my head. I'll do it.
Oh, a backstash. Backstash.
Yeah, the back head stash, So what I want you to do is go to this address. It's bit.ly/donate to Word Rango. That'll take you right to our page. It's bit.ly/donate to Word Rango. That'll take you to the Movember page for Word Rango. We're looking for $1,000 by November 15th. And really, if you have enjoyed us as much as we have enjoyed us, especially with somebody writing about they're fighting the Union Army in their backyard for 7 hours, which I don't even know where half that stuff came from. You should just donate. It's for a good cause. None of the money goes to us. It goes to people touching prostates.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly where the money goes.
Like, look at it this way. Like, I mean, we could just be sitting around, not shaving, enjoying growing a luscious, beautiful, majestic mustache and having no benefit other than having that luscious, beautiful, majestic mustache. Like, there could be no tangible benefits for anyone else except for us. Now, this way, we get to do that, but we also get to, like, make sure some dudes get their prostates replaced. Because it's like once that thing starts getting canceritic, like riddled with cancer, I mean, they got to get in there and swap that out. And that's not free. You got to pay doctors, and thanks,
you have to
Obama,
pay
for that.
doctors to coxswain the operation. They need to figure out the entry strategy to
basically
get in there and swap your prostate out.
Yeah,
that's how
absolutely. And that's an important
You got to navigate
part.
right past that dewlap.
Yeah. It's like
Dewlap South.
Dewlap due south, yeah. So
is that like a South by Southwest thing? Like, do you go to Dewlap South? Like, is that?
Well, if you've got a coxswain, you do.
I would love to play at Dewlap South sometime. Like, that would be.
And for the donors to Movember, to our Word Rango, let me give you the address again. It's bit.ly/donate to Word Rango.
Do they get a piece or something?
No, they don't get a piece of anybody's dewlap. What they do get, though, is we're going to edit a video together, a fun video only for donors. Yeah. Now you're thinking, oh, God, what are they going to put together? It's going to be fantastical.
I'm even curious. So
I was ready to argue with you about it being fantastical, but I'm kind of on board now.
Okay.
No, fantastical. This is
Fantastical.
prostates, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, because we're all growing mustaches down south too. That's part.
Now
of
I just imagine one of those fan clubs, like for my testicles. Like my testicles have a Facebook page, and like people are just so on board. And there's like some really overzealous,
Can you poke your
lonely
testicles
dude.
on Facebook? That's what I want to know.
He's always poking my testicles. It's like, dude, too much, man. Come on, too much.
And that is that's that. I mean, just make sure the liking and the following at the @word Rangos and all of that. And thank you everybody for listening. Please make a strong point to share the episode. Just be like, holy fuck, this dewlap thing, or holy fuck, this, like, I learned something this week. And because I mean, you're not learning anything. You're probably in school. You're really not learning anything. You're learning things from us. And I want you to tell the world that you're excited about learning again, because you lost that luster back in the Revolutionary War, back in the reenactment of the Revolutionary War.
Yeah, I'd say basically close that book. Like, just shut it down right now. Shut it down.
Forcibly
Put that book
close
down.
that book.
Yeah, do a hard
Open your mouth.
do a hard shutdown on that book. Hold in the power button, shut it down, and then throw it at somebody's head. And then when you connect with that head and they turn to look at you and they're very angry, just scream "Word Rango" at them. Just scream it and then run away. Just run off into the night and live the life you were always meant to live.
Do that. Absolutely do that. And tune in next week when we record at some weird fucking hour and bring you a brand new episode. And that is that. Hug your family, hug their dewlaps.
Yeah. Make sure you're lotioning up your dewlap every night. You don't want it to get chafed.
Oh yeah,
or dry, itchy. Flaky dewlap is not good.
Do you have a separate throw pillow for your dewlap? Is what I also
No, I like to wrap it in a wet towel before I go to sleep. Keep it moist.
Yeah, but you also
your throw pillow should be a sponge.
You also don't want to tousle with your towel. You don't want that to happen in the middle of the night. You could die.
True. Yeah.
And knowing you probably would die. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, Melinda, she had a dewlap to die for.